guys, welcome back. If this video looks like it's a little different already, it's because my friend David and Caleb are over here recording the most over-the-top, overkill B-roll footage of me destroying my car ever. But back in the shop today working on the LS. I actually haven't done shit with this thing in a couple of weeks. I was supposed to be welding the rear end, doing the tubs in the rear end, doing the flares and everything last weekend, but the guy who was coming to do all the welding has COVID, so we're delaying that by 2 weeks so that he's all good. So yeah, I still have a bunch of cutting to do. This side is done. The other side I haven't touched, and I'm a little skeptical about it because the line in for the gas tank is on that side, and I have to cut like right by it. So yeah, could be interesting. All right, so as you guys can see, there is a light here, a light here, a light here, a camera here, a David here, a gimbal there, Caleb here, boxes, my boxes, all for this piece of shit. And why are we doing this? This is just completely overkill for no reason whatsoever.
This might make for a cool shot set, you know, like a total, like a upside down swing shot.
I feel like, okay, you know those the TikToks where they're like, I walked up to this person and asked if I could make a video for them, and then you see them doing all these camera moves, and then the video is like the worst thing you've ever seen.
You're right.
That's what that would look like. Now that we have these lights in here, I can see how much dust is on the inside of my car. Look at the fucking seat down here. Dude, that is fucking disgusting. This thing has sat for... What the fuck is going on today? This thing has sat for the better part of like 10 months. It's pretty rough. The moment I get this thing back down on the ground, there's going to be so many more issues with it that I didn't know about before just from it sitting. So yeah, it's going to be interesting, but we'll cross that bridge when I come to it. All right, so like I said, I've already cut this side and I haven't touched the other side yet, but I do have a little bit more cutting to do on this. The inside of this has a little bit more trimming that needs doing, but for the most part, everything is cut. Inside of the door is cut. Needs cleaning up, a lot more hammering and trimming to do, but hopefully today we can get a little bit closer to basically welding everything. Okay, so I haven't cut a single thing on this side yet. I do have rough markings on here for where the flare is going to sit, so basically I'm just going to take my cutting wheel and cut just slightly below this so I have enough material left to weld onto. But yeah, it's going to be interesting because the filler cap for the gas tank is right here and I don't really want to fire, but there's plenty of fire hazards in here. Example A. So if we die, that's fine.
Don't volunteer me for that.
It makes for great content. Clickbait, but it's not clickbait because we died. I need to open the trunk because I need to see where the like filler line is, and battery is so fucking dead, I can't do that. And the trunk, I don't think has a manual release anywhere besides inside of the trunk. So I'm not sure how to open it without pulling my truck in here and jumping this, which is just, we're already being overkill today, so I mean we could, but why would they put electronic trunk release in this car? There's a keyhole. Let me see if my key works. Dude, that doesn't even fit in there. All right. Well, I guess we're going to be cutting without looking to see where the filler cap is because I can't get to it. I can't read what that says. We don't have car washes in London. We don't need them, it rains all the time. It's a free car wash. Cool. Oh shit, you're all the way over there. This vlog is gonna make all of the other videos on my car look like shit because we're doing way too much today. But if you like it, let me know in the comments. Maybe down the line I can hire David to come and Don't die.
I can't freelance. I'm not allowed to. You can't hire me. Just keep giving me free hoodies and you got me.
Sounds like a fantastic deal. All right, so we're gonna start over here, cut up until we get to this door. Gets a little bit trickier over there. So yeah, we'll probably just get this section out of the way first. And I forgot what I was saying. Can't see a fucking thing out of these because I've stood on them a million times like everything else in this garage. But safety first. Although, is it safer to not see out of your glasses or just not wear glasses and lose your eyes? I don't know. Got this side somewhat cut. Lambo doors in this bitch. Just now I need to start going into the door jamb, which is where you gotta be somewhat careful because cut too much, it's really hard to rebuild a door jamb, even though I have to rebuild it regardless. You don't want to rebuild it in a way that you don't want to, so. Ta-da! If anybody wants to buy this, make me an offer. Not sure what you use it for, but.
He knows what he has. Be reasonable.
I know what I have. Look at all this. See this right here? It's authentic Japan. It smells like it too.
Asking for the viewers back home, but what does Japan smell like?
Cigarettes, for sure. This is a very clean quarter panel. There's 0 dents in it. You see this right here? Dude, butter. It's perfect.
Now there's dents in it.
You didn't see that. Once I cut this inside layer out, I can open the trunk because the release cable is right here. So today's video is now going to be titled Cutting the Side of My Car Apart to Access My Trunk. Because that's basically what I'm doing. I wonder if I can reach it right now. No, I'm going to cut myself.
Yeah, this seems like it's set up for failure.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I got so much space between here and where the gas filler line is, so we're golden. So the hardest part of this is just that there's this like big, thick support piece right here that holds all of this together. It's really, really sturdy. And so what I'm gonna have to do is cut behind it, and then we'll probably have to try and figure out how I can cut across it. It's just really awkward to like get the right angle on it, but we'll cut everything out around it and then try and cut it. Oh, and if you see this hoodie, Nikki, I'm sorry. This is my go-to for getting like disgusting with my car. It's no disrespect to you, Nikki. Your car's sweet, but this is my go-to work on the car hoodie. Oh, that was a fucking... I keep everything organized, you know? That's from like just cutting that.
You versus the guy who tells you not to worry about.
Wait. And this one's me. I should really be worried. Smoky. Dude, for real, like the insides of these wheel wells are like a kid who doesn't want to fucking leave the toy store and their parents trying to drag them out.
We're just gonna hear like a loud.
I'm gonna smack my fucking head on this wall. Bruh, what is this holding on to? One fucking spot weld. Make me an offer. It is not pretty, but the main support piece right here is finally off, which is good. That's like the hardest part of cutting this out. That needs to be trimmed up a lot higher because I need to make sure that the top of the wheel tubs are able to be welded onto that. But yeah, it's getting there. I really don't know what all of this is and why they put it on there, but it is mad annoying because I have to shave all of that out.
Would you like to know?
Do you know? It's insulation or something? What?
Petroleum-based silica gel. It's acoustic dampening, so it's for quieting the ride of the interior of the cabinet or cabin.
That makes sense. Lexus is very good about that.
All right, so someone who's just getting into cars, what would you tell them?
Do it because you actually like cars, number one. That's like the biggest thing. 9 times out of 10, if you do anything because you think it's the cool thing to do, you're doing it for other people, not yourself. It's okay if you find that you like it yourself along the way. I get that some people get into cars because it's cool. Cars for me are an expression thing, and that's why I do only aesthetic stuff to them. It's just because I'm an artist at heart, so I personalize vehicles and make them my own, and I imagine something and I create it. It's the same thing with videos and photos. Some people have different approaches to how they build cars or how they're involved in the car scene, but as long as you're doing it because it makes you happy and you enjoy it, then you're doing it for the right reasons.
Why make the hoodies and the shirts and all of this? Why do you care?
Because it's basically an extension of that artist side of me. I've been obsessed with design for the longest time, but I'm not a designer. So I live vicariously through the designers that I've commissioned to make art for me. Because it's the clothing stuff is the stuff that I'm okay, I want that. I want to wear that. And it's awesome that other people like it too, but it's very much something that just makes me happy, and it's really, really cool that other people like it too. So. But yeah, you'll quickly realize if somebody's real or not if you ask them really offhand questions like that on camera and they can't put an answer together. As you can tell, I already have an answer because I know why I do the things that I do. Some people just...
Okay, so you have a day job, but you still do the LAP automotive thing, is that right?
That is correct, yes.
What's your day job?
So currently, I actually have an amazing job right now. I work for a place called the Spartan Garage. They're a shop that builds primarily trucks, do lift kits, wheels, tires, all kinds of suspension. I mean, we do anything really, but the majority of the stuff is, aesthetics. So it's perfect for that, and I'm their media manager. So I basically just do all of their marketing. We're working on a new website, opening a new location in Bowling Green on Lovers Lane this year, and just a lot of stuff, hyping everything up towards that. I make videos and take pictures for them. It's pretty cool. It's right up my alley. It's perfect. Before that, I was doing whatever bullshit jobs I could get. So I worked for a supplier of GM for a little bit. It sucked. I worked for a screen printer, which obviously I did that because I wanted to learn more about the clothing stuff because that's what I do. I'm making clothing. So whatever I do and try to involve myself in, I try to learn as much as possible about it, hands-on. So if I want to go into clothing, I'm going to get a job revolving around clothing so I can learn.
So do you screen print in-house or do you outsource?
No. So when I worked for a screen printer, I was pretty much hands-on with all of our own printing and embroidery stuff, which was great because it taught me, what's a good print, what's a bad print, what colors you can do with other colors, there's limitations to stuff, how quickly I can expect stuff to be done. Biggest thing was learning garments. So I know what t-shirts, what hoodies, what hats, everything that is good and what isn't good, and the prices that they should be at. So I know the market like the back of my hand, and it made it super easy. Once I left there, I found a supplier that has been amazing to me. Shout out to Patrick. So yeah, I don't do anything in-house, but I know everything.
Do you think you'll ever move to a space where you're doing in-house screen printing or any sort of production work on the clothing side?
Possible. It's possible in the future that I would actually have everything. If we grow to a size where I need to do that because we can't keep up with having events every single weekend. We need to put stuff out as quickly as possible. Then yeah, it would make sense for me to buy screen printing stuff and have a warehouse and employees and everything and just make all of my stuff for me. The other thing would be paying a supplier to be exclusive to me to just make all of my stuff and drop ship, which I want to try and be hands-on, so I don't want to outsource to someone somewhere else, but yeah.
What's the growth mindset for 2021, and how do you stay relevant in a market that's oversaturated and heavily financially unstable due to COVID?
Biggest goals, 100% growth is like the biggest thing. Trying to get like a good team of people that I can trust, so that I can focus on working towards growing the brand and other things that are important, like the media side of stuff. And then really just kind of like, I mean, it sounds bad, but I am relying on like my fans and my followers to support what I do, but I'm also trying to create like a good landscape where they can do that as easy as possible. Like all of the stuff that I'm doing, I'm trying as much as I can to engage with my audience. And like all of the stuff that I do with the car, everything that I do, like I'm a regular person and I want you guys that watch the videos to obviously see that and relate to me on a regular day-to-day basis, and be like, okay, this is somebody that I actually would like to spend money with and support and see do well, because I'm very similar. I'm a normal person. So yeah, a lot of my stuff is, it's not like, it's nothing crazy, and I'm not doing anything that's like out of this world to try and stay relevant. I'm just being me, doing the stuff that I like, and I think people relate to that. So
how can your followers support your growth over the next year?
Buying the merchandise for sure, watching the videos, engaging with the videos. So, you know, like, comment, subscribe. It sounds super corny, but it is a necessity really for what I do. Like the YouTube videos, they really do help with the sales. Anytime we get a video that like blows up out of nowhere, it obviously does amazing for the brand too, because so many new people will come in. And another thing will be finishing this car. Once this car is done and more people are able to see it, people see it at shows, people see it all over the internet, it's going to do a huge thing for the brand, because it's just going to bring in so many more people, and they're like, oh shit, this dude has a whole video series of him building it. They're going to see and get to know me while they watch those. They're like, yo, I like this dude. I should buy some of his stuff. So, yeah.
For what it's worth, guys, Liam is an accessible person. I started out watching his videos, and now I'm shooting some of them, kind of. So you can always DM this man, and he usually responds. Unless he gets a haircut, in which case he won't.
Yo, I be acting out since I got a haircut. I got confidence for 2 seconds, and then I like tried to get some Valentine's dates, and they all failed. I'm like, damn it, I'm wearing a hat again. I always reply to DMs, so if you guys ever have any questions, whatever, shoot me a message. I'm more than happy to converse with you guys. Okay, I'm gonna end off this video because we have done not a whole lot to the car, but there's been like a very intensive content. So if you guys like this video, let me know in the comments below. Give this a thumbs up. Massive shout out to David and Caleb for coming over here and shooting some stuff. Hopefully they'll come do this more often. We can make finishing this car look a little bit more, you know, spicy. But yeah, that's it for now. If you guys didn't know, we dropped the Bipu style hoodies today. Actually, let me pour one out for a fucking shot, because I always forget to do that. Oh, and if you want one of these hoodies, go to Akabara Garage, I think that's how you say it. Nikki Jacobs, big shout out. Trying to hold this as far away from me as possible because I don't want to get it filthy, but go grab the Bipu style hoodies. These just dropped, and they will probably sell out really quickly because I had a bunch of them for ASM and they sold like immediately. But yeah, go grab these. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate y'all. We'll see you in another video working on this piece of shit.